All right, real quick, guys. Going out for dinner. So this is what I was using, okay? The DRIFTFRY 3.0. Look how beautiful those colors are, okay? This is the hook, size 3, okay? Fish arrow spine hook, Japanese. These are the weights, okay? Just like really finesse, 0.45 gram, very tiny. And it comes with a tool to slide into the body of the fish. You can slide it in the bottom. The hook goes in on top. It's a hollow cavity on top, hollow cavity on the bottom. I'll show you how to do that in a different video. But these right here, 1.3, you can use them. They're a little heavier, but the smaller ones, it'll take like 3 seconds to go a foot. If you're fishing like 6 foot, you know, that's what you want. You want it to slowly fall. Or you can go with the 1.8, which is right here. You can do it with a ball style hook.
To your phone bubble.
And that's what we got, okay? That's what I was using today. This is the setup here that I was using, okay? Or you can go with a ball style. Or if you want a heavier nail weight, you can throw that in the body, okay, in the bottom. But that's what we got. Let's go catch some fish, guys. What is this, a crappie? Doing a little strolling, guys. A little bit of strolling here. Henderson Pond. Just hooked into a crappie. A little bit of strolling. What do you think, guys? See this here? I'm gonna put down in the description what that bait is and why it's so deadly this time of the year, and throughout all the time it's deadly. All the time. Nice little crappie, guys. November 15th, guys. All the leaves are basically off the trees. I'm over here at Henderson Pond. Just a little finesse strolling, guys. It'll always work, always. That's a size 3 hook. I'm gonna put down in the description what exactly I'm using. What exactly I'm using, guys. So again, I'm fishing over here at Henderson Pond. I'm actually going out for dinner in a little bit. So figure let me stop at the pond and see what I can get. This isn't even the right setup for what I'm throwing. This is 15-pound braid and 12-pound fluorocarbon. I really should have 10-pound braid and either 6 or 8-pound fluorocarbon. 6 or 8, I'd probably go with the 8. 10-pound braid, 8-pound fluorocarbon with this setup. Just a little finesse strolling is what I'm doing here. Size 3 hook, a real light wire hook. You don't need a heavy duty hook. That's not for this technique. You want a light hook, guys. A light hook with this setup. But I felt that crappie hit, and all I did was lean into him. Lean into him. But you're barely moving this. Throw it out there, let it go to the bottom. Let it go to the bottom. I'm gonna show you guys the setup that I'm using, but I have a little nail weight inside the body. So right now it's at the bottom, and I'm just barely moving it. Barely moving it, just basically keeping it there. and just tapping it. That's it. I actually ran out of 8-pound fluorocarbon, and I got to go get more. I ran out of 8-pound fluorocarbon, and I ran out of 12-pound fluorocarbon. I used the Cigar Gold label. Let's throw this out. So I'm supposed to go to dinner to the Wall-Pack Inn tonight. Wall-Pack Inn, guys. You ever been there? The Wall-Pack Inn? It's out by the Delaware Water Gap. By Millbrook, I believe. Millbrook. So I'll let this go to the bottom, right? Fall, winter, all the way into January, February, March. This will work all year long. Throw it out there, let it go to the bottom, and just lightly shake the rod tip. And it's important you have a sensitive rod to detect that bite, which is what I felt with that when that crappie hit. It was a very light hit, but I was able to feel that because I got braid, and I was able, to feel that. This is a medium light rod. Has enough backbone. Has a fast action tip. Let's see if we can do it again. Throw it out there, let it sink to the bottom. This is, I think it's a 30-second nail weight. A 30-second. It's very light. So it falls. It takes about maybe 3 seconds, 2 seconds to fall a foot. So right now it's probably at the bottom. I'm at the bottom and I'm just shaking it. You're gonna know that. You're gonna know when they hit it. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel boom. And then you set the hook nice and light. Nice and light. You're not going crazy. Remember, you got a light wire hook, so it penetrates nice and easy. You don't need to go crazy. So tomorrow I'm gonna figure out a way to get rid of this 12-pound. I think I might have another pole home. I gotta put 10-pound braid on it. I gotta get 10-pound braid and 8-pound fluorocarbon is what I like for these lightweight like finesse tactics. Strolling. Let that go to the bottom. At the bottom and just barely shaking it. Want to keep it there in that strike zone. Even let it sit on the bottom. Believe me, they see it, they're gonna nail it. I'm telling you. Just like that crappie nailed it. So with this setup, I want to use 10-pound braid, 8-pound fluorocarbon, maybe even 6, because like I said, these fish are very, they're getting to the point where they're going to become lethargic. You get a big fish, it's not going to be pulling you all over the place. It's going to be like somewhat of dead weight. You'll be able to, you got a light wire hook. You'll be fine with 8-pound test. You'll be fine. Set your drag. Let him pull drag. If he wants to pull a little drag, let him pull. He ain't gonna come off. Remember, You got a light wire hook, that thing's buried in there. It's a light wire hook. As long as you keep tension on them, you're fine. No need to horse the fish in, even if it's a big fish. You got a light wire hook. So the pond is down a few feet. You can see the bank. Got to get going in a little bit. Got to go home, change, get ready, go to dinner tonight. Maybe I'll have, I don't know, maybe a little surf and turf. I probably get a New York strip, but I like the lobster there. The salad bar is really good at the Wallpack Inn, guys, near Millbrook. Up, how do we get there? Gonna take 80 West out there to, what is it, Route 15, and up that way. Up to 206, up that way by the Flatbrook, guys, by the Flatbrook. And you guys do any trout fishing up by the Flatbrook? It's up that way. It's kind of near where the old Chatterbox is. You guys remember the Chatterbox? Man, I miss that place. That place, the Chatterbox, is like an old school burger joint. If somebody else took it over, it's like a gold mine, man. Between the milkshakes, the burgers, the fries, chicken fingers, it was like an old school 60s burger joint. 60s, 50s, whatever. They had car shows there all the time. Look up the Chatterbox, guys. And every time we went hiking, we went for a ride up by the Delaware Water Gap. I went fishing. Whatever we did, we stopped at the Chatterbox. Got ourselves a nice burger. But they wind up selling the property, and I think they built a Wawa there now. But you know, listen, you can't own a business forever, right? You want to sell it and get out. You know, you made your money, sell it, get your money, and that's it. It would be nice for someone else to take it over. Take it over and keep it going, you know? But that place was always busy, always packed, always had a line. All right, so we got this thing on the bottom now, right? And I'm just, you can either keep your finger like that. Look at my finger. Just reel it in real slow. Your finger's making it shake as you're reeling it in. Or you can shake the rod tip like that. You can do either or. But keep it on the bottom. Let it go to the bottom. So as you're reeling it in, if you're gonna gradually come up. You want it near the bottom. Let it fall back down. Right now I'm getting close, but I got to get me some 10-pound braid, maybe even lighter. I'll probably go with the 10-pound. 10 pounds good. 10-pound, and maybe some 8-pound fluorocarbon. That'll be good all winter. Get you a nice big fish with a 10-pound braid, 8-pound fluorocarbon, no problem. Remember, it's like dead weight. You guys ever catch a big fish in the winter? It's like dead weight. We're not in winter yet, but there's no reason why you can't pull in a decent fish with 8-pound fluorocarbon. Just, you know, hey, if he's pulling your drag like that, nothing wrong with that. Your drag isn't always supposed to be tight. So if you got a fish on there and he's pulling a little bit like that, that's beautiful. As long as you set the hook, and if you got a light wire hook like what I have, just lean into it and it'll penetrate, and that's it. Just keep tension on them, and that's it. So at least we were able to get something. We got a crappie. I don't know, I think I've been here a half hour. I wound up throwing a spy bait. Got a lot of weeds, a lot of snot grass that's on the bottom. And we're gonna get one more cast and we gotta get out of here. Let that go to the bottom, right? Throw it out there, let it go to the bottom. I'm gonna do a video later on what I used, what this is. I'll show you the hooks, I'll show you everything. So where I got this from is Bait Finesse Empire. This strolling lure. It's the 3.0 I forgot, 3.0, can't think of the name, but it's a Japanese product. It's like finessey, 3D, very, you know, it's beautiful bait, beautiful. I gotta get out of here. Time for me to go, guys. All right, everyone. I'll upload this video later on, and I'll get you the information on what I'm using. Look at that. But this is the 3.0. This is a size 3 hook, okay? I got I believe a 32nd ounce or 64th ounce inside the body. It's a nail weight you push in. But I'll go into detail on what exactly I'm using later on. I'll get you all the detail on it. All right, everyone have a great night, and we'll see you later.